Eduardo, how important is it to get Game 1 of the World Series at home?
It's huge. It's huge, especially when the catch is in the mound. And we be with our ace Sale in the mound. I think that's huge for us.
Right. How do you explain sitting in the cold for 4 hours like that and then hitting a line drive into the seats?
You know what's funny? Allen talked to me early in the day. He told me, be prepared for something like that. If somebody give Dever, lefty Dever, you're going to pitch in for him. Make sure you're ready. So I was looking for the video before when he warming out in the bullpen.
Right.
So I was ready. I saw in my mind, he don't want me to beat him with fastball. So I will see and no speed all day long.
Your bullpen was great again tonight. How much has your pen meant to this team in the postseason especially?
Our bullpen has been great in the postseason so far, and they work his ass over there, and I think they make a huge job today.
JD, what does it mean to get Game 1 at home of the World Series?
Huge, huge. You got to establish the tone. We came out today, did a great job, and I think we did a really good job of sticking to our plan with Kershaw. Chris went out there, pitched a really good game. Our bullpen being able to come in and shut the door like they did was huge.
How do you explain Eduardo Nunez sitting in the cold for 4 hours and then go doing that?
That's unbelievable. That was unbelievable. I think nobody expected that to happen, but hats off to him. That was a tough pitch to hit too, and he put a really good swing on it.
32 of the 64 runs scored in this postseason have been with 2 outs. What does that tell you about the approach of this team?
We keep saying it. We don't throw outs away. We keep grinding. We preach about it, win the pitch, win the at-bat, and worry about everything afterwards. But if we go up there and we battle every pitch, every inning, every out, we're confident enough that we'll get it done.
Good, really good. Felt like I had some good stuff. Command was a little spotty, but it's a battle. We're in the World Series and we're doing everything we can, and ended up being all right.
How important to get a lead like you guys have done so well? I think you're 8-0 now and scoring first and then kind of holding the fort from there.
That's huge. I think, especially now at this point where we're at, scratching off the first run is huge. I think that is a momentum builder and a confidence booster for us.
Talk about Alex making all the right moves in the postseason and another one tonight with pinch hitting with Nunez.
Yeah, I think if you look at the season as a whole, that's where our confidence comes from is in him. He seemed to make all the right calls, and like I said, he's been the same since day one. He's calm, cool, and collected. First inning, ninth inning, 10-run lead, tie ball game. It doesn't matter where we're at, who's up, who's pitching. He's got everything under control.
Chris, good feel for the slider today.
Yeah, that was one of my better pitches tonight. I obviously tried to lean on it as much as I could.
Chris, you said your command was spotty, but you were still able to keep this team in the game. How are you able to do that, even when things aren't perfect?
I said it a couple times in the dugout. It's a dogfight. We're at the point now. You got the 2 best teams in baseball playing, and there's pretty much zero room for error. Both teams are grinding. They're grinding, we're grinding, and my job as a starting pitcher is obviously try to pitch as deep into the game as I can and win. But I just got to give my team a chance. Luckily for me, I have an unbelievable offense, a great defense, and they picked me up tonight. It wasn't exactly how you want to draw it up, but at the end of the day, when you have guys in your corner like I do, and a lineup like this, the 2-out hits, guys, you can look at a couple double plays. Those are kind of quote-unquote tailor-made double plays, and they're busting it down the line, and they edge it out, and we end up getting some RBIs out of it, and that's a game changer. When you have guys like that, doing that for you, you go out there and do everything you can for them.
So many guys in this room have never played in a World Series game before. Did you sense before the game in this clubhouse that there were nerves, or was it any different feeling than any other of the playoff games?
I think today we kind of did kind of standard run-of-the-mill, normal game day stuff. Music playing, guys, going over scouting reports. Guys hanging out over here playing cards. I think that's the biggest thing in all this. Obviously, we're on a big stage, and this is for all the marbles. But you got to keep a level head and do the things that got you here.
Chris, how big you go up one game tonight in the series? Obviously, you 3 to go, but just getting up that one love start at home.
Yeah, it's big, and I think when you start off a series with a win, it's huge. Obviously, got our fans going tonight, and they were into it the whole game from pitch one to the last pitch. They were right there behind us the whole game, and I think that's huge for us. We feed off of that, and we clearly, obviously appreciate it.
Chris, how big was that home run by Nunez? Home run and say that was the play of the game, but when you think about it, how big was Steve Pearce legging out what should have been an inning-ending double play?
Yeah, same thing with Bogey. You know, both of those plays would have I believe they both would have ended the inning. I think. You know, legging it out, running, hustling down the line, doing all the right things, and getting a couple runs out of it. That's big. I think, you know, Nunez coming up, and I mean that's just clutch. That was kind of the nail in the coffin right there. That just a professional at bat by a great player. And he stepped up big for us tonight. That was big to push us over the edge.
How about not only winning the game but beating Kershaw, their ace, and getting past him?
I think that's a big confidence booster. Obviously, he's their best, and he's probably the best in the game. So anytime you can go out there and do something like that, it's huge. It just speaks volumes about our hitters and their approach, and they never back down. They never give up. They don't care who's out there. They're grinding.
What'd you do when Nunez hit the home run? How did you react? What were you doing in the dugout?
Just going crazy. I think everyone was screaming. Like I said, it's kind of hard to hear over our fans sometimes, but you know, everyone in our dugout was real happy about that.
How much do you appreciate the postseason with guys like Nunez stepping up in that situation, involving you again big, and even Erod with one big batter got him to fly out to end a threat?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the biggest stage, the most important games of the year, and you know, guys just stepping up, guys doing what they've been doing all year, and just coming up big for our team. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this team is we're all in this together. We're all pulling from the same rope. There's never been a second of division in here. We've pulled together the whole year, and we have a great leader.
Chris, for your first career World Series start, what was the buzz like in the building? You know, the first inning you had, and then the bottom inning there to really come out swinging and get the crowd ready.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, like I said, I appreciate it. You know, without our fans, we're nothing. You know, and having a packed house every night and having this place rocking, it's fun. You know, like I said, we feed off of that. That's the energy. You know, the fans create that energy for us, and that's what gets us hyped up. You know, obviously the big plays, the big pitch, the big hit, but when they're behind us, we enjoy it.
How excited are you to watch David in Game 2?
It's going to be fun. I think, you know, especially after his last outing, you know, pushing us into the World Series. He stepped up big for us. He stepped up big for me. He took my spot and got us here. So we're expecting more of the same of that out of him.
Growing up, could you have envisioned 4 innings, 91 pitches in your World Series debut and being happy about it, or has the game just changed so much in a short time?
I say it all the time, and I say it to my son. I've never seen an ugly win. That's the name of the game. It's not about me. Obviously, the stat line isn't the prettiest thing. It's not, you know, exactly how you draw it up or dream about it, but we got to win, so I'm good to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, man.